Hey guys, welcome back to Plum Sparkles. So, I'm doing a very late 2023 reading wrap-up in this video. I read 36 books in 2023, which I am very happy about. And I have 3 stacks of books here that I am going to show you guys, and I'm going to tell you my ratings. Some of these include children's books because you are never too old to read children's books, and I have reviewed children's books on my channel before, so I don't think you guys are surprised. But the first one is Disney's Mickey's Walt Disney World Adventure. This is what it is. I gave this 5 stars. This is just a cute little golden book about Disney World. Mickey has lost his hat in Disney World. He has to find it. Super, super cute. Again, 5 stars. Then we have a really, really pretty book. This is another little golden book, but it's a Barnes & Noble exclusive special edition one. And this is called Disney Parks. So it's about the different attractions, and it has gold sprayed edges. Absolutely beautiful. This is such a pretty book. And it actually has, at the back of it, it has keepsake envelope, so you can put like little souvenirs in it, which is very, very cool in my opinion. This was also 5 stars. Then, I read this book every single year. This book is very, very special to me. This is a devotional. It's called Jesus Calling. I don't think I've talked about this before, but this book is very special to me. And this is devotionals for the entire year, I believe. Then we have The Dragon and the Unicorn. This was a childhood favorite book. I absolutely loved this book. This is also 5 stars. Another childhood favorite book we have, The Way Home, A Princess Story. I absolutely adored this book as a kid, and I still do. Then we have yet another childhood favorite book that I recently regained a copy of, which I was so excited to regain a copy of this. We have Ponyella. I got this as a little kid, and I recently regained a copy of it, and this time I got it in hardcover, and I was so excited about it. This is a Cinderella retelling with ponies, and it's absolutely adorable. So happy to have this again. Then we have another new book that I purchased recently. We have a book that is exclusive to Target. We have Star Wars Evie and Me. So this is about a little Star Wars character specifically designed for Galaxy's Edge, and this is a book about her. It's this little friend right here. So that is pretty fun. I got this book at Target because it is a Target exclusive, and I read it, and it's really cute. I actually picked it up because I had the plush version of the animal, and then I found about the book, so I wanted to get it. So that was the first stack of books. Pretty much all of the books in this... Yeah, all of the books in this stack were 5 stars, by the way. Now we are going into stack number 2. We have another childhood favorite book. This is probably my first book that I ever read, you guys. This is called Good Dog Carl, and it's literally just a picture book, but I love this. 5 stars. I don't care that there are no words. This was my first book that I ever read, and I love it so much. Then we have 3 books that I love very much. We have Jan Brett books, which I love Jan Brett so much. She's one of my favorite authors. We have The 3 Snow Bears, The Hat, and we also have The Mitten, all by Jan Brett. These books are absolutely amazing. The art inside of them is gorgeous. Her writing is gorgeous. I love her work so much. So then we have a book that I reviewed on Goodreads. This is, I don't know, tell me if you remember this book as a kid. Like, I can't be the only one who, had this book. This is Adventures in Odyssey, I still can't say it to this day. Candid Conversations with Connie, A Girl's Guide to Growing Up. Did anyone have this as a kid, or is it just me? I love the artwork on it, and this is cute. Like, this is really cute. I like this. Jan Brett, 5 stars. 5 stars for this too. It was cute. Helpful to, like, twin goals. I'm obviously not the target demographic for it, but it's cute. And I think it would be helpful for the target demographic. So if you have, like, a tween goal in your life, maybe you get this for her. Then we have a book that I gave 1 star because I made a whole video about For Girls Like You by Warner Pitts, and yikes. Compared to this book, this is a disaster. So if you want to know why this book is so bad, then you can go watch the video I did about this book on my channel, but I would not recommend this book to anyone. It is very problematic if you actually read it, and yeah, I don't agree with shaming children for things they can't control, so no to that book. Then we have another 1-star read. This book is so bad. This is to date the worst book I have ever read. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. 1 star. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can have to go watch my video on this, but I'm just gonna say right now, racism against indigenous people, glorification of poaching of sea creatures, cannibalism. Like, that's just the surface level of it, but this is really, really, really disgusting, and I wouldn't recommend this to anyone. Don't know how it's a classic, but yeah. Okay, we're moving into a book I actually like now. This book I will give 5 stars. This is Sunday My Prince Will Come by Suzanne Nelson. Yeah, I really love this book. I read this a long time ago, and I still think it holds up. It's middle grade, but I still think it's really good. 5 stars. So then we have a book that I rated 1 star again. I feel like I had a lot of 1-star reads in 2023, and I feel kind of bad about that, but I just feel like I read a couple of really bad books last year. We have The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. Glorification of rape. Yay! And for some reason, everyone loves this book. Please tell me why. Comment down below if you love this book. Tell me why you love it. And, like, go watch my video on it and then come back and tell me why you love it. Please. I need to know. Okay, 1 star for that one. So then we're going way up here. I think most of the other ones are higher ratings, so that's pretty good. So we have a Robert Jones Gunn book. This is Summer Promise, Christy Miller. This book I gave a solid 3 stars. It's very cute. Was it the most fantastic, amazing book ever? No, not necessarily, but it was very, very fun. It was a very, like, cozy beach vibes read. So yeah, I would give this 3 stars. Yeah, there were some parts of it that were kind of darker, and I feel like they didn't really fit with the beach vibes, coziness of it. So maybe that's why I didn't give it a 5-star, but it is still really a cute book. Just, I would say check for trigger warnings if you're going to read this. But yeah, I do like it. It's very cute. Christy and Todd, very, very cute couple. Okay, then we have my, oh my gosh. This was my favorite book until I read an upcoming book that I'm going to share with you. But we have Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. This, guys, if you have not read this, read it. It will change your life forever. But I say that with a caveat of read the trigger warnings, read the trigger warnings, read the trigger warnings. This is a very, very... how do I say this? It's a book that deals with like many sensitive topics. So if you have any triggers or things you just don't want to hear about or not in a place to hear about, maybe don't read this book. I know I just said that you should read it, but really you have to be in the right mindset to read this kind of book. There's even like a warning at the beginning of it. There is now a movie of it, and even I had trouble watching that at certain points. And I'm a huge fan of this book. Make sure you check the trigger warnings before you read this book. It's very heavy, not for the faint of heart, but I think it can be very healing of an experience because I felt very seen when I read this book, and I felt like it kind of healed some of my trauma a little bit. So if you're in the right place for it, I would say read it, but if you're not, absolutely do not read it. 5 stars, 1,000,000 stars if I could. I love this book so much. Okay, I know that was a really extended review for this video, but I really wanted to emphasize that. So now we're moving on to the first 2 books in the Waterfire Quartet. For some reason I just stopped in the middle of this series. I'm not sure why, but I will continue it very soon. Planning to continue it in May for more May. We have Deep Blue and Rogue Wave by Jennifer Donnelly. And I have them in hardcover. So these covers, first of all, are like the most beautiful covers I have ever seen, especially the first one. Yeah, these are just beautiful. The first one I gave 5 stars, the second one I gave 4 stars. Because I felt like in this one, Rogue Wave, there wasn't enough Seraphina as I would have liked, but still very good books. So now we are moving on to the final stack in this video. And we are starting it off with something really, really good. I am so excited for these. Guys, these are some of my favorite books ever. This is actually probably my favorite series of all time. The Selection series! I love this so much. So we have the Selection, the Elite, and the One. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous covers. This is about America Sinner. I love them so much. So much. Every single book in this series is 5 stars. Kira Cass, definitely one of my favorite authors. She writes so incredibly well. I love her so much. These are like super light, fluffy, fun, royalty core romances. Like, definitely check them out. Every single book 5 stars. I love them so much. So now we're moving on to the older first edition of Summer Promise, because yes, I did read both versions because I am just that nerdy. Again, 3 stars. And we are moving on to this devotional book called Walking with Frodo by Sarah Arthur. And yeah, I really did enjoy this. I'm not entirely sure what to rate it because it's hard for me to rate devotional books. I'm going to give it 5 stars though because I really did enjoy it. it's difficult for me to rate devotionals, but I would say 5 stars. If you love Lord of the Rings and you're looking for a devotional, get this. It's really cool. So then we have a book called Dolphin Healing. This one, has a really pretty cover. I read this pretty early on in 2023. You have to really, really like dolphins and like science to be into this one. I'm really like nerdy about that stuff. So if you don't like science, marine biology, and dolphins, then you're not gonna like this book. But if you do like those things like me, I gave this 5 stars just because that's my shit. But if that's not your shit, then you're probably not gonna dig this book. Yeah. This book is another childhood book that I recently bought back. It's called A Kiss for Little Bear. It's an I Can Read book and 5 stars. The artwork inside of it, I don't know what it is. It's just like, it's so cute. So this is 5 stars. It's like only 5 pages, but who cares? I love it. I have a series that I am very, very conflicted on, okay? Like, I honestly don't know what to rate this series, because it's had so much potential, and then it slowly got worse and worse as the books went on, and then the ending was so like, okay, I'm just gonna show you what it is. This is the, if I can get a hold of it, the Summer I Turned Pretty series by Jenny Han. I don't know what to say other than the first book was 5 stars. I would say the second book was way darker than I expected it to be. I would probably say this one is about, honestly, I have to give it 3 stars. And the last one, I'm going to give it a 2-star rating, honestly, because of the character assassination of Jeremiah. For no apparent reason other than just to get Conrad and Melly to get together. This series had so much potential, it really did. But like, it's like Jenny Han couldn't think of a reasonable way for Conrad and Belly to get back together. And so she just destroyed one of her characters, and that just feels like bad writing to me. Am I the only one? Like, am I the only person who feels like that's just bad writing? I don't know. These books are so like cute and beachy and fun and lighthearted, and I love the aesthetic, but you know what I mean. You know that feeling, like they could have been so much better. And justice for Jeremiah, man. He deserved better. The man boy deserves better. At the end of the series, I almost wanted him to be with Belly, and I'm Team Conrad, so that's really saying something. Okay, moving on to another summer book, People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. This one, 5 stars. I really, really love this. I prefer this summer romance much over the Summer I Turned Pretty series. Emily Henry's writing is just so fun. I made a review of this on my channel. I really like this book. I matched the tabs to the color of the book, which is really fun. Yeah, it's a very realistic romance. I will warn you, it's very, very slow-paced, so if you're not into slow-burn romance, don't read this, but it's very, very fun. Okay, then we have a book by Sarah J. Maas. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses. This was actually the last book that I read in 2023. I finished it on New Year's. This book, I gave 5 stars. It's really, really cute. It's a Beauty and the Beast reimagining if they were Fae, and I really like it. Although I'm not going to continue the series because I've heard that Tamlin gets completely character assassinated and she goes with Rysand, or or whatever his name is. And it's just another Summer I Turned Pretty thing, and I'm not here for that. I'm not going to do that again, so I'm not going to continue the series. But first book was really good. Yeah, and when I found out about the rest of the series, though, that kind of pissed me off a little bit, not gonna lie. Okay, then we have another one of my favorite books, I think, of all time. We have Caraval by Stephanie Meyer. Stephanie Meyer. Oh my gosh. I have Twilight in this stack, and So I literally confused Stephanie Garbo with Stephanie Meyer. Caraval by Stephanie Garbo. This is 5 stars. I love the writing. So beautiful. Made me feel like I was there, wanting to enter Caraval myself. Read this, read this, read this. So beautiful. Okay, then I'm going to save this one for last because it is my actual favorite book. Here we have Twilight by Stephanie Meyer, which I confused with Stephanie Gerber before. But yeah, classic. I don't care if it's problematic. I love a good Edward and Bella moment. I am an OG Twilight goalie, and I just love the vibes of Forks on a rainy day in a bookshop with vampires. So this is 5 stars automatically. You can't not give Twilight 5 stars. I mean, come on, guys. So, Twilight, 5 stars. And then the final book in this video is my favorite book that I have ever read by my favorite author. And I don't want to see any hate on this author of this book in this video. Capiche? Capiche. Okay, we have Fourth Reign by Rebecca Yarros. I love this book so much. I know I never did part 2 of me reviewing it. I'm probably not going to at this point, but this book changed my life. I am so in love with this book. So in love with it. Like, the characters. Speechless. That's what this book does to me. It literally makes me speechless. In love. Absolutely in love. Read it. That's all I have to say. It's a command. I'm commanding you to read it. Yeah, that is it for my video and my 2023 reading wrap-up. Going into 2024, I am currently on chapter 5 of Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. And currently, it's not much has happened yet. We've been introduced to the characters they've met, and so far it's just kind of boring. So we will see if it gets better from where it is. Again, I'm on chapter 5. Hopefully it gets better, but so far I'm like, meh, meh. But yeah, there's that. So this video is already way too long, but I will see you in the next video, guys. Happy New Year. Bye.